Namaste. Today I'll be talking about few mystical symbols, and further I'll be talking about the importance of the inner guru who resides in the Guru Chakra within each one of us. We all are familiar with this symbol, infinity symbol, and the mystical name for this symbol is Lemniscate. This was first used by John Wallis in 1655 in mathematics. If you look at the lower second image, you can see the Ouroboros in the form of infinity. It simply means that this symbol of infinity has come from the Kundalini wisdom. Psychics use tarot cards to foretell the future of a person or to explain the current events that are unfolding in a person's life. I got some images that are printed on the tarot cards here. If you look at these images closely, you will see an infinity symbol on every head that is there here. This symbol simply means that the person has somehow connected himself with the higher power or with the universal consciousness. This happens when Kundalini, which is there sleeping at the base of the spine, she wakes up from the sleep and she moves up the spine, and then she moves out of the head, and out of the head you have the crown chakra or the Sahasrara Chakra. In the pericarp of the crown chakra you have the bindu, the parabindu or the supreme bindu. So when the individual consciousness moves up and it merges with the parabindu, this person, after return to a normal state, now has access to the universal consciousness. He can now tap into knowledge, wisdom, and abilities which go beyond the scope of a normal limited being or a normal individual. If you look at the pictures closely here, the first picture is of the magician, his hand raised up, and you can see the infinity symbol on his head. It simply means he's connected to a higher power. The second picture has the word strength written over it and an infinity symbol over the head. It means that this person has access to unlimited strength. The third picture is of the magician, and if you look closely, you can see a five-pointed star on the table. It simply means that this person can now control the five elements of nature. And the last symbol, you can see a person holding a sword in his hand, and he has the world map in front of him. It simply means that this person, because of his access to higher power, now can rule the world, and he is now the king of the world. As a mystical symbol, the infinity symbol simply means that this person is no longer a normal limited being. He has gone beyond all the limitations, and now he has access to higher powers. In a Kundalini awakening process, the person has to first integrate his inner masculine and feminine energies. In every person's body, the left side is the feminine side and the right side is the masculine side. In our bodies, the Ida Nadi, which starts at the base of the spine and is on the left side, is the feminine channel, and the Pingala Nadi, which starts at the base of the spine and on the right side is the masculine channel, through which energy crisscrosses over the spine and it moves up the spine and crisscrosses over the chakra areas, and it meets last here at the Agya chakra. If you look at image 1, you can see the two nadis, that is Ida and Pingala. They are crisscrossing at the chakra points. They are moving up the spine and they are meeting here at the last point. This is the Agya chakra. When this happens, the person achieves an inner balance between his masculine and feminine energies. Now this person is eligible for the energy to enter into the central Sushumna channel. that is the energy that moves up the spine. And once the energy moves into the brain centers, the higher brain centers start opening. Now, in a normal person, he only uses about 2 to 3% of his brain. But now this person, because of the energy flow that has opened up the channels in his body, he's now capable of opening up other brain centers which were dormant till now. And once he opens all those brain centers, he can use his brain 100%. In the second imager, it beautifully portrays the changes that happens at the head level when this changes are happening internally. You can see the sun in one eye and moon in the other eye. Warm air or heat emanating from one nostril and cool breeze emanating from the other nostril. So half of the face is the Pingala Nadi and half represents the Ida Nadi or the feminine side. Now when both of these meet here in the Agya Chakra, the Ida Nadi, which starts at the left side and ends at the left in the left nostril, now moves up and connects with the right brain. And the Pingala Nadi, which starts at the right side at the base of the spine and connects with the right nostril, now moves into the left side and connects with the left brain. So what is happening internally here is that your inner masculine and feminine energies, while they're connecting, even your inner brain, that is the left brain and right brain, which was working separately till now, is now forming new pathways, new neural connections, and it will work as a single unit from now onwards. And that is why in this picture it is depicted that the side where Pingala, the blue side, is now on the opposite side as Shiva. And the Ida Nadi side or the left side is now on the other side, on the right side as Shakti. So there's a Shiva and Shakti union going on within the head. In a normal person's body, the brain signals, they move up into the head and go down into the body. But when all these changes are happening within our system because of Kundalini awakening, the pattern of brain signals movement is now different. Look at the picture here. The red arrows, they represent how the brain signals are moving within our brain after the energy rises up the Sushumna central channel and it moves into the brain, opening a lot of centers inside the brain. If you look at the picture closely here, you can see that the signal is moving to the central area. And then it is moving around the right brain and the left brain. And when you look at these arrows here, which are yellow in color, it simply means that the right brain signal is moving onto the left side and the left brain signal is moving onto the right side. So the signals coming from both sides are now crisscrossing. So because of that, the right and left side of the brains are connected. And now the way the brain works is different. Lot of dormant areas in the brain open up, and now the brain has the infinite capacity to hold a lot of information. It has higher abilities. It has, as a container, it is capable of now holding all the information, holding all the power that the universal consciousness is ready to bestow upon us. When we look at the picture closely here, we notice that the signals in the brain are following the infinity pattern. That is, the signals on the right hand side are moving on to the left hand side, and the signals on the left are crisscrossing and moving on to the right hand side, and they're creating the infinity symbol like this here. So now we have the infinity symbol within our head. The source of the infinity symbol that we use in mathematics is the way the brain waves move within our head during a Kundalini awakening process. They move something like this. And they move backwards, crisscrossing, and they again move like this. The other symbol I would like to discuss in this video is the all-seeing eye or the Trikuta. Earlier days, this mystical symbol represented that God was watching over the entire universe. The eye, which was there in the center of the triangle, is the God's eye. And it meant that he was watching over everybody. But after this symbol has become a Masonic or Illuminati symbol, a lot of negativity has surrounded this symbol in the Western society. But the original idea of this being the eye of a god watching over the humanity has somehow got sidelined. Look at image 1 here. This is what I saw in my third eye. I drew this image and I saw this about 3 to 4 years ago. It was a black and white image, and I saw this triangle with something like an eye inside it or a point inside it. This image was surrounded by very beautiful, very pleasing white light in the background. This is the 1,000 petal Sahasrara Chakra, the seventh chakra, and generally it is believed that this chakra is on the top area of the head. But actually, this is not on the top area of the head, because the last chakra on the head is the Nirvana chakra or the Brahmarandra, which is here. This is how the Sahasara chakra is located over our body. It is like an umbrella that is hanging over our body. And there are two chakras which are beyond the body. That is the Guru chakra, which is located within the lower portion of the Sahasrara chakra, and then the Sahasrara chakra. The Sahasrara chakra, the flower petals are facing downwards like an umbrella. There are 20 layers of petals, and in each layer you have 50 petals. So it's 1,000 petals approximately. And the central portion of the flower, that is the pericarp, it is facing upwards. And within this pericarp, you can see the supreme bindu or the para bindu. Here, Paramashiva is manifest as the ultimate consciousness. He is infinite, he is formless, and he is with Shakti, because Shakti can never be separated from Shiva. Shiva and Shakti together, the forces come together and they form this Bindu. And this Bindu represents the creative force behind the universe. And it represents the infinite capacity of the universal consciousness. In the Kundalini awakening process, once the left and right side of the body is integrated, now the Kundalini Shakti, which is resting at the base of the spine, starts moving up the spine. When Kundalini is moving up the central Sushumna channel, it moves up and it absorbs into itself all the elements that are there in every chakra. And finally, it reaches the Parabindu, which is there in the pericarp of the Sahasrara Chakra, and it merges into this Parabindu. When this happens, the person, he attains the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That is, his individual consciousness has merged with the universal consciousness. He has become one with the universe. In the center of the pericarp, there is the Chandra Mandala, that is the moon, which is spotless and it showers very pleasant white light. The luminous triangle holds within itself the void, that is the Shunya or the Parashunya. Within this void is the Parabindu. In Parabindu is Paramashiva and he is formless. Few scriptures refer to this Bindu as a red hot Shivlinga also. That is why few yogis see a Shivling surrounded by a 3.5 coiled Kundalini snake when they focus on this area. When Kundalini, which is at the base of the spine, moves up the spine to merge with Shiva, she encircles Shiva in the form of 3.5 coils. The yellow area which you see, the circle that is surrounding the triangle, is the Kundalini that has reached the head. In the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the person's last bit of vasanas and samskaras are burnt up, the person attains the knowledge of self. He attains knowledge of the entire universe, the workings behind the universe. And from here, the bliss of God reaches his soul. Now he is drenched and he can experience the bliss of connecting with God. What I saw was the same Trikuta or this triangle with the center black dot as the Parabindu. And this was lit up with very pleasant white light, which is the light which I referred to as the Chandra Mandala in the Sahasrara Chakra. So I saw this image in my third eye, and this image was referring to the Parabindu that existed within my Sahasrara Chakra and that God was watching over me. The image too here represents that the person has merged his individual consciousness with the ultimate consciousness. That is, his Kundalini has merged with the Parabindu. And that is why he has an infinity symbol over his head. Now, this infinity symbol works as an antenna and it draws in all the universal information, all the universal potential. And this person's brain centers are prepared to hold that information so that this person can use this information for the upliftment of the society. That is why many of them who undergo the process become saints, they become philosophers. Many use their knowledge, yeah, as scientists. They bring in new technology, they contribute to arts. Many of them, they contribute to world peace, and they are all involved in raising the vibrational frequency of earth and repairing earth, and they all want others to grow and evolve in their spiritual path. The Sahasara Chakra, it has three parts. The lower part where there is the Guru Chakra, the middle part where the petals are there, and the top part where the Parabindu is there. If you look at the central part here, you can see the Guru Chakra as a downward faced triangle. This Guru Chakra is beyond the body of a person. It's over the head. And this Guru Chakra, it is a 12 petal lotus. The Sahasrara Chakra, the petals come downwards. And the Guru Chakra is inside the Sahasrara Chakra, like a 12 petal lotus. And in this lotus, you have the Guru, that is the master who will guide you internally towards the Paramashiva in the Parabindu. This Guru is nothing but Paramashiva in form. The power of Paramashiva lies latently within the Guru, and the Guru is capable of guiding the person towards the Nirvikalpa Samadhi state. Here you can see the triangle. So the top part of the triangle, that is the base of the triangle, is Vishnu. Another line of the triangle represents Brahma, and the blue part of the triangle represents Rudra or Shiva. So the triangle, it represents the creator, the preserver, and the deity that dissolves the universe. And within this triangle, all the universes, all the dimensions, everything exists within this triangle. This is the Trikona. We have a Guru Stotra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Here you can see the Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara I was talking about earlier, the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer of the universe. When I mean destroyer, it simply means Shiva dissolves the universe. The three lines in the triangle are Vishnu, Brahma, and Maheshwara. And that is why Guru Sutra says Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurudeva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. I just spoke about Parabrahma being latently present within the Guru. And the Parabrahma or the Paramashiva can be reached through the Guru. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. So Guru is the one who removes all ignorance and helps you to reach God. We salute to the feet of the Guru. In the Guru Chakra, the Guru's feet are placed over the footstool. Concentration and meditation on the Guru's feet will help the person to move ahead on the spiritual path. It is said that the footstool of the Guru lies within the Parabindu also. So, Guru, his feet are there in the Parabindu, and the Paramashiva exists in a latent form within the Guru. So, the Guru is just Paramashiva with form along with his Shakti. So when Kundalini reaches this area, it absorbs the Guru also into her. And then she moves up. And then she enters into a state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Swami Mukhtananada spoke about seeing a blue dot or a blue pearl when one is in very deep states of meditation. The person has to be highly evolved to see this blue dot. And he says all universes are contained within this blue dot. And when one focuses on the blue dot, they enter into this blue dot and suddenly they are one with the universe. I did not have the personal experience of the blue dot, but I think Swami Muktananda could be referring to the Trikona in the Guru Chakra when he was talking about the blue pearl. Because it is the Trikona that contains all the universes, like the blue pearl. And focusing on the Trikona will lead the person to the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi Sthiti. That is what even Swami Muktananda was saying, that when you focus and meditate on the blue pearl, you become one with the universe. Those who do not have a living guru in their life, or those who are seeking to have a guru in their life, can always divert their focus, concentration, and energy onto their inner Guru Chakra, which is there in the Sahasrara, and pray and focus on the feet of the Guru. That will help you a lot in evolving or progressing faster in the spiritual path. The mystical symbols that we see through our spiritual journey are pointers towards what is going to happen in the future, or they reveal to you what is happening within your body at a very subtle level. It is always wise to draw these symbols so that when the event unfolds in your life, these symbols make sense to you. These symbols even hold a lot of mystical knowledge and vibration energy too. So never disregard these symbols when you see them in the state of dream or vision, because they hold the message, the vibration, and your spirit, the key to your spiritual progress. Today I spoke about two mystical symbols. Namaste.